In the verdant expanse of the jungle, where sunlight dappled through the lofty canopy of leaves, an elderly man stood amidst the vibrant foliage. His name was Elias, a wise and kindly soul whose deep wrinkles spoke volumes of years spent in companionship with nature. Leaning on a rugged wooden staff, he explored the vastness of this greenness not just as an adventurer, but as a guardian and steward of the creatures that called this sanctuary home. On this particular day, Elias had stumbled upon a scene of heartbreak and injustice. Two leopard cubs lay ensnared in a cruel net, the work of poachers who sought to rob the jungle of its innocence. Their eyes, wide and trusting, gazed at Elias with an innate hope that perhaps not all humans were of the same ilk as those who entrapped them. Carefully, Elias knelt beside the cubs. His gentle hands, worn by a lifetime of work, deftly untangled them from their woven prison. As he did, he murmured softly, words of reassurance that only a heart fluent in the language of compassion could utter. The cubs, sensing his benevolence, crouched still and patient, their spotted coats bright under the fractured light. But their rescue was far from unnoticed. From the edge of the clearing, a figure emerged, rough and scowling, a poacher with a determined stride. His clothes were spattered with the grime of his trade, his expression a storm of anger and greed thwarted. Yet Elias remained composed, his serene presence like the whisper of the wind calming the rage of a tempest. In the shadows beyond, a pair of amber eyes glowed, watching with a vigilant intensity. The mother leopard lay poised among the dense underbrush, a guardian to her young. Though wary, her instincts to protect were matched with a curious understanding. Elias, once finished with his task, stepped back, permitting nature to reclaim what was hers. The mother, emboldened by his retreat, slinked forward, wrapping her vulnerable offspring in the sanctuary of her presence, all under his watchful yet humble gaze. The jungle, bustling with the sounds of life, seemed to hush in reverence of Elias's quiet heroism. It was a scene alive with a sense of justice restored and an enduring compassion that defined the delicate balance between mankind and the wild. As Elias turned away, his heart felt the promise of a hope rekindled in a world fractured by the greed of a few, a hope nurtured by the actions of the many who choose kindness over cruelty.